Okay. Okay. Welcome to Justina Thompson Kente journey back home to the Gambia. And guess what, y'all? Y'all see my better half coming in today with us. And you all see our title. We are finally moving abroad. Okay. Um, Anxiety or excitement. So we're going to start off talking about some things that we have, and it's probably more or less me with the anxiety, but we're going to start off with talking about some things that we're concerned with. We are scheduled to move abroad this year. We are finally retiring and moving abroad this year. So, what are some things that I have concerns about? Some things that Tony have concerns about with moving over finally to the Gambia. Guys, as you know, when I went to Gambia in 2006, that was my first journey over to the Gambia. I was ready to pack my stuff up then. So, what is this? It's about 19 years later, okay, um, that I've been waiting for my opportunity, and it's finally here for me to finally pack up my bags and say, I am ready to go, and I'm ready to go and do my mission work. So, some of the things that we had concerns about. Tony, you want to start off with number one?
Well, I just want to say thanks for tuning in first. And, it's been a long ride for me. Like I said, it took me a lot longer than it took her to make a decision to go. Number one, being born and raised in the U.S., not that it's so much the best country, but it's so much opportunity here. And abroad, I've lived in a couple of places abroad, overseas, and the opportunity here. I don't want to make it sound like the opportunities aren't great anywhere else, but for me, you know, uh, like I said, being born and raised here, I never had a problem like that. But really, basically, I did go in 2016, and through that observation of going, the things that kind of satisfied my wife stopped moving in front of me,
I'm saying, go ahead.
satisfied my uh, I guess my chances of going. So I was able to see for myself, what it was like over in the Gambia. Sorry about that. And I saw a few things, and like I said initially, my whole reason was going to still is the safety of my wife because I couldn't see her going by herself and me being here. It could have happened. Couples do it all the time. But she been ride or die for 31 years now, almost 32 years. So, it's no big thing, no big deal for me. I don't really make too much big deal about anything. If it's going the direction that I wanted to go or I couldn't see my wife being going by herself. I just couldn't see it. And then a lot of places they don't respect women. I feel uh, enough for her to go by herself, even though she's been going for 19 years. She said, and it wasn't a time that she went that I wasn't. I'm not gonna say in total fear. The first time was total fear because I didn't know what it was like. But she came back, gave me a good report, and said she loved it, and then that went on for years and years. And she sort of like instead of traveling there after I think 2009 or 10, she started working on the mission, more or less, of different areas of Gambia. So that kind of like, saw her vision, her seriousness. You going in and out. Just leave it alone. You going in and out. to see how serious she was and how caring. Many days, many nights crying about how things were and how she wanted to try to improve. But like I told her before, she's only one person. She can't do everything, And going over there in 16, I saw how she really put her heart, soul into what she was doing, and that really kind of like made me start thinking. Then I didn't make a decision like right away, but I saw her passion. Going to the village, I saw a lot of things there. Was able to meet her cousins, their family and stuff. Very nice, beautiful people. And like I say, I mostly worked all my life. As far as you know, going overseas. When we did go overseas, like on a cruise or just flying overseas, it's like visit and we gone. But this trip here, it's a little different. Being able to see her do her thing. You know, and how she was really, really, really into it. Into it. So that kind of helped me. But one thing I really want to talk about is just one was I guess what can I say the church or my spiritual. Um, Even upon going the first time, I know a lot of stuff. It's 96% Muslim, 3.5% Christian, and the rest is point one is other than. But I was able to see and attend church service there, and the church service there was much like here. As you see in our videos, if you watch them, it's just the same, pretty much the same. You choose your community and whatever you want to do. So whatever I indulge in, that's what I indulge. I'm not doing anything, and I'm not change. I mean, I'm not gonna say I'm gonna change from what I've been doing. I'm a Christian, and I totally believe in the Lord and His His commandments. So like I told her, that's the way I am, and that's why I'm serving. Continue to serve the Lord in the same capacity as I did here. As far as everyone know I was heavily into music, and even that the last 5 years I haven't really been doing that. I've been doing a lot of in-house stuff to myself, trying to spiritually getting more into the word, like that. And I've been playing much in the last 5 years, so that was one thing. And this is the okay, yeah. We now another thing was our furniture. That's going to be a big task for us both because we talked about it. We've been battling what we gonna sell, what we gonna this and that. Because I mean, we had whole three storage units, large storage units of our furniture. Been there for a little bit, and that's gonna be a task for both of us getting that together. Or it's gonna take some change to do that, but God's willing. Gonna be able to do that with a smooth transition. You know, and it's like I told her maybe we just sell it. I really didn't have. I had some furniture I had from years, 40 some years ago, that I bought in the Philippines, and I really didn't want to get rid of it. I'm thinking about maybe one of my kids to keep it, and other stuff. It's like her furniture for her business, for her school rather. I'm sorry, business, not business, for her school. Probably maybe a business later on can turn into a business, but her shop. Tina was heavily into the shop. That's definitely going.
You're
That's
welcome,
definitely
Caprice. Caprice is in.
that's definitely has to go to the shop because they can. She can. Tina was one heck of a stylist, one heck of her shop owner, and even at home. And then she moved out of the home to the shop, so she was very, very business nature, business minded. So it could work over there. It's going to be a slow process though, because if you're dealing with people from a different area, a different country, and their rules, guidelines, or their ethics, you got to look at everything. So she's trying to empower them. That's what her group is, empowerment group. So she's trying to do that. Uh, our vehicle, I told her, um, I think we probably should ship it. We're in the process of that, but we was concerned about the maintenance on it. You know, um, certain cars you got to be a little delicate on, so you can mess something up really if you don't know what you're doing. And they don't have, I'm sure this because I've seen a lot of what they call them high-end cars and things over there that they're in good shape. So there are places where they work on them, but where is the question? And I told her, I said, we got to find it when we go next month to take our trip to check out things and get things together. For where we gonna stay area. She knows the most general areas And I went to a couple of areas when I was there. I maybe went to quite a few areas, but she's been in so many. Just gonna be the point of where. And one other thing too, I was 8 years ago. I wasn't eligible for retirement, and now that I am, I'm 62, so that helped a lot. She didn't see that at first. I told her it's gonna be a difference. You know, uh, have a little patience. My wife. Anybody know her? She know. She want if she sees something today, she want it today. Not she don't know what perseverance or
Zero patience,
she'll have
guys.
it.
Zero.
But like one guy said over there, one of friends of ours, or really friends of hers, and they're kind of friends of mine too. Bags family. He said bring a truckload of patience. And I've been in, like I say, foreign countries before. You gotta think different. You know what I'm saying? You have to think different and give things a chance because things are slow, a lot slower. In the U.S., things go fast. You know, in the U.S., like I said, opportunity for this. If you want to start a business, you can start it today if you want. You know, how far you want to take it, but you going somewhere else, they don't have, especially like gambling, they don't have jobs per se. So, like I said, I had to wait till my Social Security kick in. Hers kicks in a couple of months, so that'd be a lot better for us. But I let her talk. Those are well, yeah, we are. Those are my first three. But really, all of our topics will be affecting both of us. So you can take the. We'll take that one. Yeah, I'm sure you know more about the scene or whatever you come up.
Oh, okay. So, I've done some research on health insurance with living abroad, and from my research, I found that Cigna was the best health insurance to carry. Well, one of the best because now I found out they do have some different kinds also for travelers. Just moving in different areas and whatnot. So I have to see actually which ones. So like if we have a health emergency, will be taken care of. So we're probably going to end up carrying like two insurances to make sure that we're covered, for any medical emergencies or anything like that, or even if we want to get medevaced out of the country, like if we have a God forbid, serious medical emergency, we can get medevac to one of the closer European countries, that have, the facilities to do whatever it is that we need to have done. But,
Mm-hmm.
we're praying for divine health, and so therefore, but it's always to be safe better than sorry and not have insurance coverage. In fact, Tony has insurance, definitely have insurance from him being a veteran.
Mm-hmm.
So he's definitely covered. And I'm covered under him as a veteran too to have international health insurance for us to be covered and stuff like that. So, yeah. Yes, Yvonne, yes. We are definitely going to keep our health insurance going and whatnot. Um, so, and I want to go back to the car, um, because just following other YouTubers, they say they're having serious problems with finding decent mechanics so that um, like if you have car problems and things like that, they keep your cars an astronomical long time and all of that. So I'm appealing to any retired mechanics over here. If you guys want to open up a small shop over in the
Train them, just
Gambia,
train them,
yeah,
train them.
oh yes, in the school, because my aspirations is to have open
Basic.
up a vocational school, and I would love to have a car mechanic to come and
Train them, and you
yes, to
see.
come and train the young gamers, even the old gamers, or even advanced training on car mechanics. Is that how you say it, babe?
What's that?
Car mechanics?
Well, yeah, mechanics, just
Yeah,
mechanics,
mechanics. So
auto mechanic. Yeah,
auto mechanics, yeah. So they desperately need auto mechanics over in the Gambia. They desperately need advanced, and they need products. Like say, if you were like into like import export trading and stuff like that, that's an excellent thing to an excellent business to go into, is like shipping um car parts over to the Gambia. They need like agriculture
Mhm. Technology,
tools.
computer technology,
Oh
information that they need it all. It's just even though
yeah,
if they don't have to live over there like say us, but if they came and just train them, just to inspire them, just to uh, spark something in them because the young kids know 5 languages. That's the capability they have to learn. I know basically one, and it's English. They know English, some know French, and other two other native languages. So there's and what else? And another one, you always talk about. It's like 5 languages. I'm talking about
yo,
babies, 8 years old, 9 years
oh,
old.
Wolof, Mandinka,
English,
Fula, English,
yeah, four,
Sariule.
4 and 5 languages. So
Yeah,
they're capable of learning that.
yeah,
They can learn, anything. They're very smart.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So yeah, and I'm gonna be taking those type of languages. I'm gonna be taking the native language. I'm gonna definitely, that's one of the things that I'm gonna do is sign up for language school right away, because I want to become fluent in two of the languages, the main spoken languages, which is Mandinka and Wolof. So I know I'm going to be signing up for the languages. So that's one of the things that that I'm going to be doing when I get over there. And before I even open up my vocational school, I need to be able to communicate, with the women back in the village where I'm going to be doing my mission work, because some of them do not speak English. So I'm going to have to actually learn both languages, but mainly in my village, they speak Mandinka, which is my tribal language. So yeah, so that's what I'm doing, and I'm excited about going to do that. And in fact, I'm going to start trying to learn that now. I'm going to try to start now before I get over there. So yeah, I've been having kind of like anxiety because I'm ready to go, especially after this last election, guys. I'm just I but I'm just ready to go. I'm just ready to go. And so yeah. So so another concern that we have with going over there, because if you all watched me and Tony's videos, you watch my channel, you guys know that we're kind of busy. Both of us are busy. We like traveling, and we like to have extracurricular activities um, to do. And what my in my travels over to the Gambia, I do know they have a movie theater. They only open on the
Mm-hmm.
weekends. And while I'm here, I might as well encourage the locals and the expat community over there to support Q City and the movie theater, because if we support it, and if we went over, and if you attended over there, they could open that movie theater more than just on the weekends over in the Gambia,
Yeah.
and for the expat community, we're used to having things available to us um, every day. It's not just, we can only have entertainment the weekend.
Right.
Um, and so you know, and that's going to be a challenge for us, for Tony and I, because we're used to doing stuff. We do stuff, now, because we don't have any children. We just do stuff in the beginning of the week, the middle of the week, the end of the week. I mean, so that's going to be a challenge because we're not partiers. The young people, of course, uh, they parties, they do the nightlife, but we like to have things to do during the week. So that's another investment for people, for business owners, is to bring activities over
Mm-hmm.
for the locals and the expats to get into. Because let me tell you, my mind is just ring, 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 because I see so many available opportunities, especially for business owners. So many available opportunities for us to bring things over for people to do, you
Mhm.
know. And so thank you, Caprice. Um, yes, they do need vocational and trade schools, and and I need help. So anybody that want to come over, once I get my school set up to volunteer in my school, because I am going to be putting together a volunteer package um, for people to come over to teach their subject matter,
Mhm.
like we first aid, CPR, hospitality, uh, um, cooking. I'm going to have all of that in my vocational school once I set it up. And it's not going to be a short process. It's going to be a process. So that's not going to be like I go over there, I move over there, and it's going to be up tomorrow.
Right.
No, because it costs some money. So you all to see me from time to time coming on, asking for donations, any kind of help or whatever to help me to get my school set up. So I hopefully you guys will uh, come on and help support and any grant writers, anything that to help us to get this mission going. Y'all come on in and help us, okay? And you guys know that I don't want to say Tony retired from music, but y'all know he's an awesome musician. So I'm hoping that something will spark over there while we are on the continent, and he'll get back into the music. So baby, you want to touch on music?
Well, I haven't totally left. It's just that we went through. We had some heavy losses back in 5 years ago. And, we went to West Virginia, and I lost my mom. She lost her dad, and we went through some trauma. And I just and COVID was in, so the churches weren't really having services, so I wasn't playing, and all that at one time is just when everything opened back up. It's just I just told her I just want to take a break and we spend more time together. So, as you know, when you're in the music, man, you got a lot of rehearsals and stuff. And I went on a different shift. COVID affected a lot of stuff. I went on a different shift working nights. And as you know, most of the time during the week, you rehearse a couple times at night. So that those night hours uh, during the week, I couldn't rehearse. So I realized just not that I wanted to stop playing or the guitar, but just busy with working. I had to make time for a team, and I sort of like took a little break, I guess. And I think it was God kept working with me to, work, let me know that, he had a greater, I don't want to say calling, but, want to do some self seeking because I played for like 50 years in the church, 45, 50 years. And I'm between work, I'm between family, work and playing. That's all I did. So when I stopped playing, I became more time with family, mainly with her because all the kids were grown. So I may get back into it, I may start teaching and stuff, once I get there, once we sit down and get everything together, our place, our home together, I may take a couple of my guitars there and maybe, work with the kids because the kids are like, I don't know, I love kids. That's, and if I find the time to really do it, but if I'm doing anything, I want to try to help her with her mission because it's really hard for her because between the village and where we be staying, it takes at least one, two,
It's
at
about an
least
hour and a half.
two, yeah, 2 hours. I
Hour and
say
a half,
2 hours.
2 hours.
By the time you wait for the ferry, then but you got to get to the ferry, you take the ferry, and that's you may have to wait for it. So I always say, and then once you get there, it's an hour. Say about an hour ride on the ferry, and once you get there, and that's another half an hour. So it depends
And
on the
then you got
time.
to get back.
Get back, you got to leave early enough to get back. So it's a challenge. It's not like around the corner. It's about the distance. When we drove from West Virginia every day, one way was an hour and a half. So 3 hours of our day was driving when we stayed in West Virginia. So that kind of got us acclimated to traveling here and there. Versus being 5 minutes away from my house before. When I got off work, I'm 5 minutes away from home. So West Virginia sort of like broke us in as far as this and that, but I never was stuck on uh, pretty much anything. I just know how to make things work. I just make them work. You know, I don't let anything just like I can't do this, I can't do that. And I had a question on there. It said what made me change my mind. Basically, my wife, I couldn't, like I said, her going by herself every time she went, I was kind of like stressed out, but she wasn't stressed out. So when I went and saw, it's kind of like a peaceful place, mostly retirees and kind of mellow there. But like as anything else, you have people coming from other places that that may not be of that community. There's some things that go on, and you know, you know, I had to observe those things, through the years, you know, and that's what kind of changed my mind. Because I mean, Tina's just she's so she don't see things that I see. When I go somewhere, first thing I'm doing, I'm looking around, I'm observing. My awareness kicks in. I'm like looking around. She said she calls it, for my military, but it wasn't my military. That's where my mom and dad trained me and my sister. Know your surroundings. But where she is, her mindset is she's friendly and to everybody, and she don't see trouble or danger as I would see. And a lot of time I say, babe, this is not the way it is. It's okay. But then later on down the line, she finds out, and that's what husbands are supposed to do, and protect their family. The wife, the kids, and that's just the job that. And like I say, it came from my childhood. My dad was a road man. He was on the road quite a bit, so I had to take care of my mom and my sister. So it's just a natural thing for me to protect. And a lot of guys are really taught that, but they have dads there. My dad was on the road, but he taught me well how to when I'm supposed to do my responsibility, to your family. So I don't just go, like I say, I'm not going to put my guards down because I'm there. Like I told you, it's a retirement community. It's peaceful, but it's some stuff that go on even there. And you get, like I told her for years, I said, there's stuff going. Now she sees different things that I was telling her in a big way, you know,
Yeah.
and the thing about it, you can't just let your guards down. You got to be aware. People looking for opportunities, and it could be whatever, if you know what I mean. I don't want to get on here and what do you call it? Talk about this negative. I told I will keep it positive as much as I can. But things that you do here, if you conduct yourself a certain way here, do the same thing here because crime is it don't matter where you go. Crime or however you want to put danger is everywhere. You may not see the first thing somebody want to say if something happened in the area. That's even here in the United States. Oh, it never has happened. No, you never seen it. But sometimes you just say you
Yeah.
cover it up, but things happen everywhere. You know, in
Yes.
the best of the neighborhoods, especially nowadays.
Yes.
And like I tell her, there never has been a perfect neighborhood. There's never been a perfect country. Like I told her, gambling's not perfect. So I go over there with the mindset that I'm going to operate the same way I do here. And then one gentleman told one lady got a phone snatched. He said, "Why would you have your phone out the window in the first place? You don't do it here." So it's just common sense that you guard your stuff.
Yeah.
When you're out, preferably don't even have your phone out like that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, certain things that you got to practice. Whatever you practice here, you practice there. And that's why I said, certain things is like, maybe just think about stuff. Because when she just started going, I was like, you just saying it because it's Africa. She loved it. She loved Africa before she even went. She just talked about it every day. And she talked about it every day. And can I grab this? Go ahead. Let me grab this. Go ahead, talk. Take over, babe. Take over. I gotta get this phone. It's emergency.
Okay. Okay. So Tony has an emergency phone call. Um. So yeah,
Hello.
as far as him, being protective over me, he was always. I just felt completely uh comfortable from day one, but things have changed because a lot of people are migrating into Gambia that's not in the Gambia, and so that's causing a lot of different things that's going on there. So um so yeah, and that's one of the reasons why Tony definitely decided to go was because there's more people moving from Canada, from Jamaica, from Sierra Leone, from people just moving. people transitioning and just trying to find their happy place. And so yeah, so I'm glad that he finally, decided to move, because I just did not feel comfortable um, moving over and putting that distance in between our relationship like that. Although we've been married almost 30 years now, I didn't feel comfortable putting that kind of distance. And that's why I stayed back and waited for him to agree. How can two walk together unless we agree? And I just, and my dad, before he passed away, the one thing that he said is that we should not, the husband and wife should not be separated. Like the long distance thing. And a long distance relationships work for some people, but he just was not of the mindset of you being separated. And we saw several relationships, long distance, that did not work. And so I just was not willing to take that kind of chance, um, to separate and, um, me go. Because, of course, he was like, well, babe, just go ahead and you get things started and da 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 da. And I'm like, nope, I'm not going without you. Yes, I can travel for 2, 3 weeks or a month, or whatever, but I'm not going to move there without you. No, I'm sorry, not doing that. So I said, I'll wait until you get ready. And let me tell you, it was a killer, y'all. Woo, it's been a journey, but thank God finally. And with me having a major surgery here recently and stuff, I was praying going in and praying coming out, because I'm like, Lord, please. I mean, because I still feel like I have a work down here on earth to do. So God, just protect me, through all of this. And thank God he did. Still got a few things to take care of before we go over there health wise, but thank the Lord, it's nothing major. Um, so yeah, so another thing, that, um, well, I would say, if for Tony, he probably have a slight anxiety about is food. So, because he's not a spicy food eater, and I love spicy food, so food don't bother me at all. I love different cultures, I love different food. Food is a part of culture. So um so that's what, I can't wait to get over there to learn how to cook some of the cultural dishes and stuff like that. Tony is strictly seafood and, like, uh Italian. So yeah, pizza and spaghetti, basic stuff. So, and then of course our staple food is soul food. So, I think he had some concerns. He had a call. I wish he could have came on and talked and tell you how he felt about the food section. So yeah, we had that on there. The other thing that we were, I guess, probably kind of anxious about was making sure that we had enough income to, to move abroad. And so we were kind of trying to wait until my section of the income was going to be coming in, so along with his. And so yeah, and then, just trying to learn how to do things online. I have several businesses set up for online businesses for once we move abroad. And I'm still yet waiting to see them work. So, it's not, you know, it's not easy as the way people online make it seem. You know what I mean? Um, so the only thing I can do is keep trying, keep plugging at it, and trying to make it work. Again, I'm trying to, well, I ain't trying. I'm doing the YouTube thing. So my channel is growing. So if as much as y'all this ones that's on here or that drop past and look, like, share, and subscribe. That's all I can say. Tell your friends about it, share my videos and whatnot, and just follow our journey over there. We're going to be going here.
Yeah, I'm
Uh,
back, babe. I'm back. I'm back.
okay. So he's back, y'all. So we're gonna be going there between the mid to end of March over to go apartment shopping. And that's the other thing we're trying to decide. And now I'm telling you right now, I'm anxious and excited. So I'm on both emotions about whether or not to actually move into an apartment or a house. I know for a fact if we move into a house,
Take my furniture.
we but I don't want to right now. See, and that's the other thing, guys. Okay, so right now I don't want to take my furniture and stuff like right away. I don't want to do anything right now. I just want to go and just chill out. Tony has been working. How long you been working, baby?
What do you mean, far as what?
This period. How long have you been working?
42 years.
Okay, Tony had been working 42 years. So when we move over to the Gambia, I just want him to just relax and just exhale. Okay, I just want to exhale and just not do anything, and I want to just take 6 months to just relax and just not do anything, and then we decide, okay, now we ready to pack our stuff, ship our furniture over, set up the school and everything, and
You gonna slide the chair. You gonna move it.
uh
You move the chair back in my hand. Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead. Keep talking.
okay, and um so that's what I want to do. You know what I mean? So but it's and that's going to take time. Um, we've dealt with because I've shipped over several containers. So I know companies and people that do ship. So I'm not really um stressed or pressed or worried about that because I have experience at shipping. But I just don't want that's not something I want to deal with right away as soon as we get there. You know, I don't want to make a decision to move in a permanent place once we get there because, hey, Simone.
Slide that way. Okay. There you go. There you go.
Okay, so I don't want to move into say I want to move into a permanent place when I get there because I don't know where because
Move.
I want to go to I want to see what it feels like to live on a beachfront, then rural area. I'm not really sure where I want to live at. So I'm having some like anxiety and slash excitement about actually where we want to live in the Gambia or in the middle. So I don't want to ship our stuff over as soon as we get there. You know, I just want to have some time to kind of like feel the country out. I've been traveling the Gambia since 2006, but I've only been like in one specific, well, two specific areas, Lamin, and I've been, and but mainly my experience is in Senegambia. I normally stay at Aqua Suites, and I stayed at Oasis and was it C something? One of the hotels that's right there in Senegambia. So that's and I stayed in Brefruit Gardens. I rented a house when I bought over um the mission team and we had the gospel concert there. Um, so those are the places that I stayed. That's my experience. So I kind of like just want to move and just experience different areas. You know what I mean? Before I say, okay, this is the permanent spot. Unless when we get there, I say, oh, this feel like home. When I get in the space, and some of my team members, they've been sending me apartments and things like that to look at and stuff like that. Like the like the new apartments that they're building right on the beach. And then like some apartments that's kind of like mid city or whatever, but in Kololi and Fajara and different places like that. But I just don't know. Like I said, right now I don't know where I want to live at until I get on the ground and we actually literally get over there to stay. I, where I normally stay, when I'm there doing my missions and stuff like that, is fine. But that's not where I think I would want to, permanently um live. So those are like some of the the exact the anxiousness as far as like where I want to stay. Oh my God, I would love to stay on the beach, but I've been listening to like some of the people that's been living there. Like I say, when I go over there, I stay no longer than a month to 6 weeks. I go from 2 to 6 weeks depending on what I'm doing over in the Gambia since 2006. But I have not lived there like a permanent situation. So I don't want to just jump up and just say, okay, this is where I'm going to live. I want to, kind of fill out where I want to live and where I feel safe. Like, and then if I get a house, then I know I want to, because of the current climate, I'm probably going to end up, getting a watchdog or something. So it's just a whole bunch of stuff that I, just running through my head and what I'm thinking about, at this time and stuff. So what do you think, babe? What's your take?
Once we get there, we'll find out. Just like anything, you house hunt, and as you here, where, abroad, whatever. Like I said, I've lived overseas before, and it just take time to. But when you have just two versus 4 or 5, kids, it's a little different. You have a little more flexibility. You got just two people versus a family. You know, um, that's the thing that you have to do. We won't know until we get there. Like you've been there long enough, been going long enough to know the general areas. What's going on. You know, but one thing I want to touch on is so much. Like I said, we won't know about the I guess the housing situation till once we get there. But the food, I've just never been a person to. I'm not. I did in the Philippines. I was young, but as I got older, she's one of the best cooks. So that's what I had. One of my pet peeves is I don't really eat off the street like that. Never have. In my younger years, I did. And when I was younger, but it's something that's hard for me, and it was hard for me when I went over there. The last time is just something that's not one of my things. So I already know she's gonna be doing most cooking like. But a couple places I went, their food was pretty good. I'm not saying the food's bad, but I've just never been a person that eat. Uh, I guess certain foods, certain things I like, and that's the thing. Like there, the restaurants we're accustomed to having, they won't have them there. So I guess eventually I get used to eating certain things, but certain things I'm not a spice person. Tina is, she likes a lot of spice and stuff. I'm not into all that kind of stuff. I call her food connoisseur because she always experiencing different things. And I'm very careful what goes what I eat. Very conscious about what I eat. Very sometimes too conscious, but that's just the way I am. I don't eat. If I know the person, that's fine. But you won't catch me even here in the USA. I don't eat off the street too much. Just one thing that I just don't do. And that came about, you know, uh, through our talks. And she understood what I was saying because when we went the first time, she did a lot most of the cooking. It was like 10 of us that went. No, let me see, three, four, about seven. You know, and Tina liked to cook, so yeah, this is the thing. But I don't want her to be, doing it all the time. Like I said, I went to a couple of restaurants that, that I felt were I enjoyed the food. So, you know, it's an experience.
Okay. Samal was asking what when we're going to move. Okay, Samal. So that's one of my anxiety things, right? Uh, look, let me look into the camera. I'm ready to go right now.
Mhm.
But um, so yeah, so I really am trying to be patient and wait till October because I'm trying to wait till I turn 62. You know why? So you know what that magic number is. Okay, so but I'm really feeling anxiety about that. I'm really ready to go. I'm ready to go tomorrow. But I'm trying to hold on to October. Now we're going to be going in the between mid to end of March to go house hunting. We're going to look for an apartment or a house and just secure our place where we're going to stay. Um,
Live.
to where we're going to live um, in March. But and then I'm gonna come back. We're gonna come back, you know, and then try to work a little bit more just to because I know I'm a busybody. My husband already know. He already said it. I'm not gonna be still. I'm not gonna be sitting in Gambia. Um, when I went
You
over
got
there,
grandkids. You got
well,
family.
we have correct. We have oh Lord, we have oh God, 18,
Kids, grandkids.
18, 19 grandchildren, and we
16.
have two parents, and then I have brothers and sisters. So we're gonna still be coming back and forth. My plan is for me to be in the Gambia for us to be in the Gambia for 8 months and here 4 months. And so because I don't want to deal with the rainy season. So oh yeah, he said, do I have yes, I have good contacts on the ground. Yeah, I have a whole team. I've been doing mission work there since what? Since I started 2006. So I have a whole team over there, somehow. So yeah, so yeah, those things I'm good at. My thing is just uh the permanency of it all. Um and just, trying to get somewhere where um where I'm going to be comfortable, you know, um, staying for a while, And I know that, you can do like a 6 months lease or a year's lease or whatever. So that's what I want to, that's what I want to do. I just don't know until we get there in March what kind, how long what kind of lease we're going to have and stuff like that. So I'm a little anxious about that. That's all, and yeah, and again, whether or not I want to be in the beach and peeling out that money like that, because for me, um, you know, they don't have a lot of activities. We like activities on steroids over here in the United States. We got all kind of stuff. We got bowl. I roller skate. I bowl. I camp now. I mean, it's so many things that we do that's not readily available over in the Gambia. So I gotta have things to do. So I don't want to be like rent heavy, you know what I mean? And to where I'm strapped and can't do activities, if you understand what I'm saying. You know what I mean? So if I get bored, I'm like, okay, babe, let's fly to Cape Verde. But if we top heavy with rent, I can't move like that. And I gotta be able to move, and so that's my only concern. You know what I mean? Like, because God knows they got some beautiful places now, right now. And I've been seeing houses, and it's very Gambia definitely needs a roller skating rink. Yes, yes. Ooh, yeah. I'm packing my skates. I'm packing my skates. It's a bunch of red dirt there, right? So and they got plenty of land and stuff. So so yeah, so man, it's so much land and things like that. But you just gotta have a lot. You gotta have some money to invest there as far as activities.
You got the land and space
They
too.
got that right, but you you can't your business can't thrive and survive on just expat. You got to have the locals got to support you in
That's
order for
right.
you to
To survive.
survive.
That's right. Right.
If you've been in business, I own my own hair salon
Uh-huh.
for 30 something years. I've been self-employed all my life. So, before I retired. And so, I know what it takes to run a business. It costs money to run a business. And you definitely gonna need your locals to support you, to in order for you to stay
Sustain.
alive, to sustain and make a profit. So I've been watching the expats go over into the Gambia, in particular, because Ghana, those folks they're thriving over there because the expats and the locals are supporting their business because their economy is, pretty stable. But Gambia, they're not making enough money to spend money. You know what I mean? So on entertainment and stuff and the things that's already there. So, and I've been wrecking, believe me, I have been wrecking my brains trying to figure out, besides my mission work, because that's going to cost money, but for profit business, because I was telling my husband, I really want to do something that's fun. I've been in serious businesses all my life. I just want to do something that's fun. Like, I told him, like, can we get some four wheelers, you know, and do tours like that, or can we buy a boat and just let me cook and do boat cruises around town? Can we sail them just around a lake, round and round and round? I just want to do something that's fun, knockerball. I mean, anything. But the locals have to support it in order for you to survive, or you're just wasting money, you know. So yeah, so those are some of my anxieties that I have because I see so much potential in Gambia, but man, you know, I mean, every Sunday, yes, you see thousands and thousands of people on the beach, but what are they doing? Even they have the horseback riding. You barely see the people, even the locals, even getting on the horses. Most of the time, it's the expats that's riding the horses, but it's thousands of people out there on that beach on Sundays, young people. And they're not getting on those horses unless they're YouTubers or something like that, to take pictures with the horse or something. But man, all those people that's sitting out there on that beach, people that have, like activities, like the jet skis, the paddle boats, because people have paddle boats there and stuff like that. You don't even know those you don't even know that those businesses even exist because the people are not supporting them. So they don't even bring it out, and so that's my thing. You know what I mean? Like, it's just so much potential there. So I'm just hoping that, you know, the expat community, and again, I'm going into my ancestral village, to open up, a beauty school, teaching hospitality, CPR, and first aid. And if I can get a mechanic, auto mechanic, to come out there and teach auto mechanics, you know, uh, uh, a course or whatever. Once I get my school set up and everything. But that's something I've been doing all my life. Like I said, I want to do something fun. You know what I mean? Where I can just, have people come over and just enjoy the country.
Mm-hmm.
So let me see. Appreciate your love. Have to go currently cutting hair. Oh, okay. Thanks for dropping past some more. We gonna get together. I keep telling you I want to come out there to see you. So I got your info. I saved it. So thank you for dropping by. Appreciate you. Yep. So, but yeah. So man, I really, really, really I really want to do something exciting, y'all. And I wish that I could, like I said, I wish I could get more people, just to come out to just visit, the Gambia, and to do things to support the businesses, not only the expat businesses, but also, um, okay, yes, absolutely, absolutely. Um, so just to support the local businesses, man, they have some of the most, Yvonne, if you still on here, Caprice, if you still on here, man, they got some of the most beautiful hotels, there, and it's not expensive at all. So man, I wish you all would come and just go with me. And hopefully once Tony and I we get set up over there, y'all will come and visit us. Um so we'll try to get 2 bedroom or whatever, and y'all just come on and stay with us and just pay for your ticket, you know. So yeah, and my family hopefully, um, they would finally, come over because they haven't came yet. So I can get and my our kids. We want our kids to come over to enjoy. Babe, you want to say anything?
Nah, that's pretty much it. Let me see what's that. What's on the back, man?
We talked about income.
No, you
Did you
touched on
talk about
entertainment. You
income?
already touched on entertainment, right?
No,
Yeah.
but you
No,
say
I
your
mean, I already
piece.
did pretty much on the music. They lack entertainment, as far as what I listen to. So that's a little challenge. But I mean, like I say, I'm not really doing a lot of music anymore anyway. So if 10 years ago to be really really a big deal for me. But now, I'm just trying to. I want to enjoy my life now. Life after work. That's 'cause I pretty much started working at 15 and been working ever since. Since I turned 15 years old. So I'm 62 now. That's long. That's quite a few years. And I just want to know how it is to not have to get up, not really really do anything if I don't, nothing if I don't want to. For the first couple of months, that's what that's going to probably happen. Just relax. You know, and I don't think it'd be too bad over there. A place, so much going on in this world to give me time to recollect my thoughts. Main thing I miss, my dad here, my in-laws here, my kids, my grandkids. But like I said, I'm on a flight away. It's only a 5-hour flight. I mean,
7.
7-hour flight. That's like from here to California, so it's not that far. And then hopefully maybe some of them decide to see how much we really like it once we touch ground and be there for a while. Maybe some of them have a change of thought because there's a lot of young people. I mean, from 40 on down, they gone. They gone. I mean, 40 years old when they gone. They ain't even ready. Like we waited till we get, pensions, Social Security, and this and that. Them young people nowadays in their 30s, but they gone. And,
Well,
they,
that's because
they can work from home. They can
they
work from
work
home
online. You
online.
know what I mean? Both of us, we both of us are physical laborers. We're
Yeah,
blue collar.
yeah.
Man, if I
Now, if
like
you have a
I'm
business, even if you older, you could do it. It's easy.
yeah, man. If I'm telling you, if I had the skills, these are things that I'm trying to learn right now.
Hmm.
The online skills and
Right.
things like that. And once I get them, we gonna definitely be good. you know.
You have travel, but you
So
never travel.
yeah, I have the travel business, I have a wine business, I do Avon, I cater, I'm still licensed hairstylist, so I mean I have all of these things. So so I'm not worried. I mean, I can go over there, I can make it work. So but yeah, it's just that going into it's not unfamiliar territory as far as traveling over there. It's just what will work over there. You know what I mean? What will the local economy support in order for you to make a
Yeah,
living?
exactly.
You know what I mean? What business will work over there for you to make a living? Or or either just to sustain or assist the money that you have coming in
Hmm.
so that you won't spend up all your savings.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah, the one thing though that I do notice that the locals, in part of welcoming uh, diasporans to coming over there, they have to learn, and it may take a while. But I see it with the older generation. I have to learn how to support the diasporans coming from wherever, UK, US, well, support as well. Until that happens, now the young people, they had no problem. I'm gonna say the 40-year-olds on down, they pretty much work together. But it's the ones on the older that has to make change their ways. Maybe like Tina do so, she does different types of foods, and they most of the time they stick with their ethnic food. And
Yeah.
I'm like I said, I'm being honest. I don't indulge outside of the norm. Pretty much, my wife, she tries
Thank you, Yvonne.
all types of food. So um, that's the one thing that has to happen too. They have to support the businesses. If we bring a business, the locals will have to learn how to support them.
Yes. 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 So, yes. Thank you. Yvonne was said she's wishing us all the best and she's so excited for us. Thank you,
Thank you,
Yvonne.
Vaughn.
So, yeah, Caprice said the same thing.
Okay,
So,
thank
thanks,
you. Thank
Caprice.
y'all. Mhm.
Yeah, so yeah, we're excited, and so man, the work begins. We got to start packing stuff and deciding what we're gonna
Tell
leave
you,
here, what we're gonna sell, and all of that stuff. So yeah, that's another thing that you kind of get anxious about because you're trying to hold on to stuff that you have sentimental value and stuff with, and then of course you have when you leaving stuff in storage, that's an extra bill. You know what I mean? So. Oh, Yvonne says when you retiring.
between April and October, because Tina turned 62 in October. So between April, October, if
Yeah.
not before, with this new thing, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what's going. We don't. I don't really know because the way they've changed so much, Yvonne. They've changed so much every day. I'm hearing something different. Every day. You know, the buyout they offered, they were saying that it's. I don't know something going on with that now. So I have friends of mine that were left on it. The little what they call it, this new fork in the road. They left
Yeah,
and
move
nothing was
forward because
clear.
you're out of the screen.
Yeah, the new fork in the road. I heard there's some glitches in that now, and a couple of friends of mine left. They left yesterday, and the day before. So there's glitches. So I don't know, but my target is between April and October. Yep, if not before.
Yep, yep, yep. So, yeah, we just kind of like we just trying to watch. What you say? We're watching the climate. We're watching the climate right now, and
It's gonna change in the next week.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Things are changing daily. So that's what we kind of watching and
See, with sanctions and all these tariffs, and we don't know how these countries gonna react to that. We don't know. We don't know. You know.
yeah. So that's basically what we kind of just watching and watching and waiting and trying to see. I just don't want to mess around and wait too long. That's why I'm like, look, and that's what I'm having anxiety about too. Is just like I don't want to wait too long because I don't want to get stuck here. I'm ready to go. you know. But I don't want to be premature. You know what I mean? I want to make
Mm-hmm.
sure that we have things
Ready.
together. Yeah, we ready. And so yeah, we're gonna just we just trying to work on things and trying to figure out what we gonna take and you
Give
know
away, sell well.
yeah, we trying to
Mm-hmm.
and what we gonna sell and all that kind of stuff, man. It's this a hard decision as far as like things. This thing is going and things is leaving. So yep. So yeah, so that's it. That's where we at right now. Is just trying to get through this, and like I say, just trying to, you know, get my final little health things that I need to get taken care of, and then yeah, that's it. And then we'll be gone. I'll be over there in the sun. Woo! I can't wait. Heat all year long. Ain't got to worry about cold no more. Even though I was tripping. I was the other day. I went to go to a fur sale, and I'm like, Lord, why am I looking at furs? And I'm getting ready to move to Gambia. But I love furs. But anyway, I mean, I'm just, oh Lord, I'm just ready to go. I'm so ready to go. I'm ready to go. So, baby, anything else?
No, that's it for me. I'm fine.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
All right.
Thanks for tuning in.
Y'all, thank y'all so much for tuning in. I'm so glad y'all stopped by. Y'all, please like, share, and
Uh-huh.
subscribe. Caprice, I'm so glad. I hope you and Tony get y'all. I know y'all got y'all passports, but y'all come on over there once Tony and I get set up and stuff and come and see us. Yvonne, you and Thomas, y'all know y'all welcome too. So I hope you guys come and stop on over there and come and enjoy Africa. They got so many beautiful places and so many different countries over there on the continent. Um, that you can see. Like I say, I always brag about Cape Verde because Cape Verde is beautiful, is just as beautiful as Hawaii or any Caribbean island you ever want to see, and it don't cost you an arm and a leg to get there. You can, and when you in Gambia, it only cost me $200 to $400 to get to Cape Verde, and from here from the states you can catch Cape Verde for about $400 depending on when you travel. But y'all check out, y'all Google Cape Verde. It's all Cape Verde and Praia, which is the
Mm-hmm.
capital, Cape Verde. Google that and see how pretty that place is. And Gambia is beautiful as well. With Cape Verde, their water is teal, just like the Caribbean islands and
Mm-hmm.
so many other places that's in Africa. I promise you, it's beautiful over there on the continent. Just come to visit. All right. Okay, guys.
All right.
So y'all, thank y'all.
Thank y'all.
Y'all don't look, y'all don't see bro man too often on here with me. But hopefully when we get over there on the continent, I can get him to come on with me more a little bit more. All right, y'all. So thank y'all. All right, bye.
Bye. Oh Lord. Y'all.
Okay, I'm in there.